Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to the Might as Well podcast. Our stories, while vastly different, share indistinguishable truths. Everyone will tell you that it gets better, and you dream of when it will be. Does that sound a little familiar? That tremendous pressure you feel on your heart, the heaviness that chokes the air in your lungs, and the anxiety that ravages your mind into madness, consumed by negativity. I felt the same terrible things. You are not alone. You never will be. Within the perpetual void of agony, a light shines through. Your mind is broken down to its most primitive stage, and a warrior mentality is developed. In our lives, we all suffer. For the fortunate lot, the experience of pain, whether physical or psychological, is short lived. But for others, it can be an enduring life sentence of torture, if not challenged at its roots. Now, if human beings are to live a full, happy, productive life, then pain must be addressed in all its origins and causes. In understanding and managing our pain from physical ailments, broken hearts, academic failure, we find effective ways to relieve our suffering. Now, part of that is accepting that the human connection invariably involves some degree of suffering. To dream of the absence of the fifth vital, which is pain, is being a delusional optimist. Instead, we must formulate a strategy to manage this pain and to grow because of it. Viktor Emil Frankl had a beautiful quote where he said, "For what then matters is to bear witness to the uniquely human potential at its best, which is to transform a personal tragedy into a triumph, to turn one's predicament into a human achievement." Now, Fortune magazine says the key to dilute the fifth vital is 1. Be grateful, and 2. Find your passion. 1. Be grateful, and 2. Find your passion. Now, while these have proven to be historically successful, there's no doubt about that, pain is a very powerful and highly underestimated emotion. A man in severe pain experiences a reduction in the volume of his prefrontal cortex, which is the region of the brain implicated in planning cognitive behavior, emotions, expression, stuff like that. It controls your emotional intelligence, which means hoping to reprogram your chain of thought for success while in chronic pain is not only impractical, but it's illogical. It's impossible. To succeed, you must be able and willing to manage your pain. To find a way out, it is imperative you live in your suffering. Now listen to me. Learn to visit it once a day. For the first week, while I was going through something tremendously painful for me, this was very hard because I did not even want to put myself back into the position where I would have to experience the regret, the feeling of failure I was feeling. But I read this online and I decided to give it a shot because at this point I was desperate to try anything to make these thoughts and to make my anxiety and overthinking stop. Now, physically, I was more than willing to visit the pain if it meant self development, but my brain had the tactical advantage over my body. It protected my mind to the point where it restricted growth. It restricted me from taking a risk because that risk might have the downside of me falling deeper into that trap, deeper into that hole of depressed, anxious thoughts. Now, before finding your passion or setting your goals, you must be a harsh realist. Do a situational analysis on yourself and on your life. Feel the pain to the highest degree and ask yourself, why? Why am I feeling this pain? Why is this happening to me? What did I do to put myself in a position to feel this way? Do this till your brain is forced to find a way out where you take accountability for what's happening to yourself because no one else can. The minute you start to hold yourself accountable is the minute change starts to happen, because changing yourself is way easier than changing someone else. I practiced this at the lowest point in my life, where my desire to be successful mutated into an obsessive need to be flawless. This unrealistic idea gradually broke me down to the point where something fascinating took place. The pain I experienced transformed into a catalyst for radical reframe. It was only then that I had realized my primary goal is not a specific amount in my bank account. It's not a specific grade in my report card. While these are highly important, and while it sounds impressive to say, it wasn't a globally responsible one either. It's more selfish in nature. My goal was to be able to look at myself in the mirror and say, I am enough because I am all I am looking for. Now, to some people, this can be very easy, but until you can do that and believe yourself when you say it, until you can do that, no real change will take place. Now, I'm obviously over this now. I've learned to manage my pain, I've learned to visit my pain, and I'm way more confident in myself. I have people around me who spread positive messages. I watch these videos which spread positive messages. I am doing my work, I'm efficient, and it's safe to say that I have improved over the last 2-3 months. But am I 100% there? Absolutely not. I have to tell myself every day that you will not give up in the face of adversity. You will look every obstacle, every hurdle, and every demon in its face. You will lower your shoulders and drive through that without hesitation or regret. Now, I believe that mentality, that warrior mentality, is what separates the people who make it to those who don't. And everyone has that mentality hidden deep down. You just have to start digging.